The men's basketball team continued their winning streak this weekend. Peter Rapazzi reports on Saturday's game.
Shelvin Mack and the Butler Bulldogs looked to erase all doubt as they took on the Siena Saints in an ESPN Bracket Buster matchup on Saturday. Siena junior guard Clarence Jackson looked to make that anything but easy for them. Jackson scored 14 of the Saints' first 16 points, leading Siena to a 31-28 halftime lead. But the Bulldogs fought back in the second, nearly doubling Siena's point output as they rolled on to win 70-53. Butler's offense was led by Mack, who put on a show for the NBA scouts in attendance, scoring 23 points and grabbing 6 rebounds. Gordon Hayward chipped in with a double-double, notching 15 points and 12 rebounds, while Ronald Norad scored 9 and handed out 6 assists. Matt Howard scored 8 points, but only played 19 minutes while battling foul trouble. According to Butler head coach Brad Stevens, this may have been a blessing in disguise.
What it does do is you're put in a situation where, hey, you can either stay big or you can go small and try to make them adjust a little bit. We talked about it. Small ended up being good for us late because Zach made a couple threes, and he's played great all year. He's made huge shots all year. But Sheldon and Zach, and they go for 4 threes in a row, bang, 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 bang. I mean, that changes the landscape of the game.
The win gave the Bulldogs a 13-0 record here at Hinkle Fieldhouse, but that wasn't the only story of the day. Saturday was senior day for the Bulldogs, and after the game, Stevens praised the members of his team for their achievements and service. And although the senior guard forward wasn't able to play in the game, Stevens was especially proud of Willie Visa.
That'd be a great win. I can't say enough about Willie. We've talked about it before. He may have improved as much as any player we've ever had here. And it's nothing more than diligence. It's nothing more than deliberate practice, hard work, getting in the gym, doing it on his own. And just like his classmates, I can't think of a better person to walk out of here the winningest player in Butler basketball history.
The Bulldogs' next and final regular season game will be on Friday, when they travel to Valparaiso for a showdown with the Crusaders. For the Butler Beat, I'm Peter Rapazzi.
With more and more people using social websites such as Twitter and Facebook, BUPD has found a new way to connect with students on campus. The BUPD police chief has created a Twitter account in order to connect with more students. Students can now find safety information from anywhere with internet access on and off campus. The Twitter account makes finding safety information easier and faster. Information such as weather reports, traffic information, and upcoming safety meetings can be found on the page. But the BUPD police chief never forgets to update the account with tweets about men's basketball. Students can access the page at www.twitter.com/BUPoliceChief.
If you've seen new signs all over campus and students wearing new Butler apparel, this can mean only one thing. Snow coming has come to Butler University. No, not homecoming, but snow coming, which is an appropriate term considering Butler hasn't seen grass in several weeks. This year, there was a Prince and Princess competition. Voting took place Friday in Starbucks, and if you couldn't make it, you could send an email to program board. This year's winners were Sarah Zentz of Delta Gamma and Zach Colby of Sigma Nu.
Midterms are typically a stressful time for students. Those who utilize facilities at the HRC choose a machine they can study at while exercising. One way to relieve stress is by taking a yoga class offered at the HRC. There are several variations of yoga. The class held this semester is Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga begins with a slow warm-up with several seated and standing positions. The class is held on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 12:45 in the afternoon and from 7:15 to 8:15 in the evening.
The Butler University Choir is making music off campus. This past weekend, Director Henry Leck took the nearly 65-student choir to Broadway United Methodist Church to perform.
Whenever and wherever we can, we try to share our singing and give our students an experience that's just a bit beyond the parameter of our campus.
These students aren't all music majors either. This choir combines students of all different backgrounds who share a common interest, singing. Both the Butler University Choir and the Broadway United Methodist Church performed a selection of songs. At the end, they all came together. To find out where they'll be singing next, go on JCFA Music Calendar at www.butler.edu/JCFA.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of the Butler Beat. I'm Marcy Mangan.
And I'm Megan Marcusfeld.